Good morning, guys. We're back day 3 of the Gladiator wrap project. If you've been following along, we spent a couple of days stripping this thing down, getting it all ready, getting it prepared to be completely color change wrap. Today we've got our friends John and James are coming out to give us a hand doing the wrap on this. Our friend James is the master. He's the one that helped us do the wrap on our Cayman. So we are getting ready. Today's finally the day. It's gonna be changed. We're doing a completely unique color, not something you can buy from Jeep. And I wanna know, have you figured out the color yet? Have you guessed? If you haven't, drop it in the comment what you think before we show you what color it's actually gonna be. Today is definitely gonna be interesting. We have never done a full color change before. Just stripes, just some basic decals. Our friend James has a lot of experience working with vinyl, so hopefully this works out for us. We're a little nervous about this hood and also not exactly sure what we are gonna do yet about all the hinges. I know those are a bit challenging and I don't really wanna unbolt them from the hood or the doors because I know it's very easy to mess up the paint on the bolts that hold those hinges on. Stay tuned, we're not sure how we're gonna do those, what we're gonna do. We do have some accents we're gonna do. Kim's making breakfast for the boys. So I'm gonna jump in the Mojito Jeep. We're gonna head to Starbucks, get some coffee, let's go. You too. Kim made us breakfast. Now we're gonna eat all this. Well, nobody's gonna wanna work. These guys are gonna wanna take a nap. Right?
Happy.
So this is a 75-foot long roll of the 3M matte neon highlighter yellow vinyl. It's the first time this is being put on a Jeep Gladiator JT. So we'll see how it turns out.
Hey everyone, here we are on a Sunday. It's a beautiful day out. Our friend James and John are here helping us wrap the Neon Gladiator. We're expecting some more guests as we do this throughout the day.
So we just laid our very first piece of vinyl, and as you can see, it's so bright in the sunlight, it almost looks white on the camera. And James is actually wearing sunglasses while wrapping this because it's blinding him. He can't even see it while he's wrapping. This is James, by the way, friends, on our YouTube channel. John is testing out some Plasti-Dip for me out there. He's the Plasti-Dip master. What we did here is we laid out some knifeless tape because we are gonna leave this center panel black on the back. So it'll just be yellow here, and then we'll peel the knifeless tape, and that is going to just cut the edge here and give us a nice clean straight line.
I need to lay out some coffee.
A lot of bright colors here. Everything shows up white on the camera because it's so bright. We're putting on the bottom, we're gonna leave all that black in the middle.
Wallpaper's more slimy.
How come all your friends come and yell at you? Hey, it's okay, James.
That's why I call them, because they're better than me. Because I'm just the idea man. These guys are better at everything than me.
Doesn't he know it's a truck only zone? I'll let him. Don't you know it's a truck only zone? Hi, Mook. All right, so we have been working on this since about 9:30-ish in the morning, and we've gotten pretty far. It's definitely quite the job, so it's definitely worth the money to get a wrap job done in the sense of that it's a big job, so it's worth all the money that it would take for someone else to do it. Luckily, we have friends that are so nice to come help us for drinks and 3-course meals. So James, how do you think it's going?
Slow and steady. It's always a learning curve, right?
As you can see, we're getting ready to do these side panels. We have some knife tape laid out.
Vivid shield. We apply
You didn't really show it.
to the blade here.
That's Vivid Shield.
Looking at the back panel, I was a little iffy, but seeing it down the whole
It looks
side,
amazing.
I really like it. So we ended up actually having to take this gas panel piece out to get it in there nice and tight, like a tiger.
So my father-in-law came up with a really cool idea. It's not pipelining, it's, what is it? Wait, pinstriping.
Get her another White Claw.
But no, I just forgot. It's pinstriping, yeah, I know. I'm thinking of surfing, pipelining. He thought of it and look, it looks really good. Come over here. You did? Is that where you went?
Where I went.
As you can see, James is masterfully getting those dimples out and those creases. So I'm gonna take you a little bit around the truck so you can see the rest of the work we've done today. My father-in-law decided to put that awesome piping on. No, I keep calling it piping. Cut
It out.
And we're very pleased with the way it's coming along.
We made it look like the engine exploded out. Exploded out.
Rub it down.
Oh, now it's raining.
Is it? Hey guys, we're gonna have to have clear. It's starting to rain.
Parents, clear out.
And Kim, the Gladiator, you're gonna have to put the T-tops in the Wrangler.
Okay. Oh, it's so good. That looks so good.
Nail it.
I think he's got it.
Check out that awesome pinstriping.
All right, so I'm back for a second day, starting on doing some of the little tedious things before James comes back to help us this weekend. But what I'm gonna do is these edge pieces around the grill. You know, it's a little dark in the house here. I decided to put this on my kitchen island to work on it tonight. But I'm gonna take off these edge pieces, which looks like it's just a bunch of clips, in hopes that I can wrap these ahead of time before James comes back. So just gotta get a bunch of these little tabs out, starting with these white little clips. You just kind of press them out and then there'll be a bunch of the tabs. So I've got this crazy screwdriver that is way bigger than I actually need, but it was the first one I saw, so I grabbed it. Okay, so it looks like it's coming loose already, but I think I need to take the whole center section out as well. And then once the center section is done, I think the two outer edges will pop off. So I just got a few more of these white tabs along the bottom. Kind of push them down and push them in. So you can see the white tabs here. You just push down on the one side and then they just push through. And with those all out, I should be able to just kind of push these tabs in and then this whole piece should come off. So let's see here. And then working my way along the bottom, got a couple. I didn't see these. It looks like there's two of these black plastic clips here. The typical push clips right there. So you just take the screwdriver, just kind of pop the head out. And then with the head out, you can pop the actual clip off. So I think I've got all the tabs out, which is gonna release this outer edge piece here. So that's the one side. Let's see if I can get a little better light here for you. That's the one side around the grill. And the center section will also pop out. And then that already means that the other side is falling off. So this is gonna make this super easy to wrap these 3 pieces. One thing I have noticed with this 3M vinyl that I've been liking is that it does seem to be very forgiving. As you make mistakes and you know there's little creases here and stuff on there, you can, it's pretty easy to peel back up and rework it. Sometimes you can just use a little heat and it pulls things back if you stretch it too much. In reality, this panel so far was super easy to do. Now I just got to work it around the edges here and trim some back because I do have quite a bit of excess here. What I'll end up doing is trimming around the notches and just kind of tucking it in. Alright, so it's about a week later. James is on his way back to help me try to wrap up some more of this today. We are planning on tackling some of the little more tedious spots. I think the front fenders are going to be a little weird because of the angles and stuff. I did just finish up doing the cowl piece myself here. It was a little challenging because it's hard to tell what pieces needed to be cut out and what didn't. But I think I nailed it. Probably one of my best pieces I've done so far on my own. Let me go around to the other side here. On this side, you can see this is the corner piece that I finished up so you can get a little better feel of how that's gonna look. Finished up this corner piece here and the trim along the bottom. I kind of gave up because this piece sucked. It was a lot of work. James said he would finish this side. So he's got to finish that today. Got to work on these fenders and then we just got to do the doors. Both sides and along the bottom. So whatever we don't finish tonight, he's gonna come back on Monday, Labor Day, and we are gonna try to wrap it up, pun intended, to get things finished up and finally be able to start putting it all back together. As I finish panels, I could throw these back in, but I do wanna get some better video on how to actually remove some of these more tedious pieces, show you guys some of the tricks. I know I showed you a quick overview in the previous video. I want to do little mini videos on how to remove the handle, the tail lights, some of those little things. So I'm going to try to do those. Yeah, I'm just waiting for James and trying to do as much as I can while I wait.
We have made some progress with the side, which looks really good. Give you a close-up.
We put this cowl piece together already, Kim, so
yeah,
we button it all back up with the wipers and the cowl and...
Yeah, it looks good. The cowl was wrapped by James.
James 1.
James number 1, and then James number 1 also did the grill.
2/3 of that.
Oh, did James number 2 do the last
The
third?
other one in about 20 minutes.
2 seconds.
Took me 2 hours to do it twice.
Aw, it's okay. And James number 2 is over here as they're continuing on the other side of Neo, getting that first front part done. Cutting up some Neon Gladiator vinyl pieces to put on the dash. Alright, we got the at Neon printed. Now I just need to set the black sticker vinyl on here and print up Gladiator. I'm gonna weed this off. Yeah. So that one's done. You want to be sure it picks up the letters, and you always want to smooth the smaller parts of the letters to be sure those get picked up as well.
We got day 3 here in the garage of, day 3? I guess technically day Day 3 back with James. John is back from day 1. He's our rubber. And these guys, look at how he rubs that so gently. So we are working on these panels here just behind the rear doors, which are a bit challenging because as you can see, you've got to get in this curve here, real nice and deep. John, can you give us some play-by-play here?
He's rubbing.
Oh, the light's dead.
Oh God, this guy doesn't set up for the day earlier.
Pay your bills.
Pay your bills.
It looks so different in the outside too. It looks so good out here though. It actually looks better outside and in person than it can on the camera. All right guys, end of day 3. We got it outside. Came down to my favorite spot to get some photos and videos. John's creeping in the background there.
Auto engineering.
And then
Creeper.
this thing turned out amazing. The camera does not do this color justice. I will say that. Do you guys all agree?
I agree.
We want to say big, huge thanks to both James and John.
Thank you.
Give him a curtsy.
Curtsy.
I like it. I like it.
We could not have completed this without the 2 of these guys. Also, Will, Corey, for helping us strip it down. I'm completely blocking Kim.
Okay.
No, forget those guys. Everybody, my dad for helping with the pinstripe idea. Kim's dad, big thanks. We are super excited. Wheels and tires are on order. Lift kit coming soon. This thing's gonna be big. Like this video.
Subscribe. I almost said
And you're blocking James.
Stop it. Stop it. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
All right, like this video.
Subscribe to our channel.
Comment below. And that's a wrap. Boom. Nailed it.